Good morning, it's day 75. Headed back on trail after a pretty good night's sleep. How'd you sleep, little bear?
Pretty good.
Yeah, me too. Next to that creek was really nice. It was kind of chilly when we woke up this morning. It was 50 when I first woke up, and I think now it's, I'm not sure, maybe 53, 54. But that'll make for the most perfect hiking weather today. We have 9.4 miles to make it. Huh?
You're supposed to go this way.
Oh, you purist. You're killing me. So there's two ways into this shelter, as you can see. It's just a V. Go this way or this way. We took this way in. So, as a purist, she wants to make sure we cover every single step that we can. All right. This is where we came in.
Kind of a workout.
Yeah, it was a workout. That other way was a lot easier. Anyways.
Done this and then back.
Yes, I know. Okay, so 9.4 miles into Daleville.
I literally just saw this little flower dropping today.
Oh, from up there. Looks like it's going to be a pretty cruisy walk today, so that's kind of exciting. And we're really looking forward to our zero also. We got a text from the general who's in Daleville too, so we may be able to have dinner with him before he heads home for a little while. So that'll be quite nice. You can see Little Bear starting off in her puffy. It is a little bit chilly.
It was really cold. Back
But
at camp, it was very cold.
yeah, camping next to water just definitely makes it a little bit cooler, but it's still cool now. I'm chilly. I'm just starting cold, so I don't have to unpack my pack and shove my puffy back in.
This I am willing to take.
Risk reward, that's what it's always about out here. Wow, that's pretty.
What is that factory down there?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Is that a farm over there?
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Looks like it is. It's very beautiful. I'm not sure what town this is. Yeah, it could be Daleville.
No, I doubt it. That's like not enough. But
Well, if we curve back around this way, yeah, it could be. I don't know. Well, let me look in far out, see if it tells us.
careful, I didn't even see that spiky thing.
I know. I walked right into it. Okay, that was, according to Far Out, what we were looking at was Tinker Creek Valley. But at some point, I do recall one of these ledges does show us, probably as we're descending into Daleville. I'll try to look ahead and see so I know before we get there.
Yeah.
Now here's where we'll be able to see the overlook to Daleville and Troutville. It is, yeah, that's a big view. So that's where we're going.
Yeah.
It'd be neat if we could see our hotel from here. Well, we're about halfway into Daleville, and surprisingly enough, I've had signal almost the whole way. So much so that I actually FaceTime my husband for a little while this morning. So it was so cool. So wonderful to talk to you, my love. I miss you so much. So I figured I was able to read some of the YouTube comments quickly, and I would answer a few questions that I saw. And the first one, the easiest one, is umbrella. What kind of umbrella do we have? And there's multiple different brands, so this isn't necessarily the end all be all, I don't think, but we have the Gossamer gear, and I think it was, I don't know, around $50, and it's 6.6 ounces, so very lightweight, really durable so far. I mean, we're over 700 miles in, and then both of them are going strong. I have a little slight tear in mine. That was my fault. I shoved it into my backpack, and I think it just ripped a little bit on one of my tent poles that was not secured in the bag. So yeah, highly recommend. I just patched it up, no big deal. And that was like 200 miles ago, I don't know. Another question is how much should we save? How much have we spent now? And talking a little bit more about trail costs. We saved, I don't remember what the final number was, but it was well over 10,000. Remember, that's for 2 of us. And we had already about 12 resupply boxes packed and ready to go with backpacker meals. And if you guys don't know, backpacker meals, they're pretty expensive. I mean, they're minimum like $10, but usually closer to $13 to $15 per meal. So as part of that 2 years saving, we were buying those. Family gifted them to us for like birthdays and Christmas and things like that. So that factored into our budget as well, because that's resupply we would not have to do. So well over 10,000, probably like 11. I'd have to go back and look. How much have we spent so far? No idea. A lot. I can definitely say it's more than I thought we would spend at this point. And we're fine on budget, that's not a concern. But it's definitely more than I thought. Like, for instance, just that one 00 that we had to take because of the severe weather and potential tornadic activity in Fontana, if you guys remember that, right before we went to the Smokies. Those few days, including lodging and food, were like $600. It was so expensive there. Not only was the rooms that we had to get expensive because of the limited availability, I guess, I don't know, and the resupply was expensive there. That was my bad. I actually forgot to send a box there. You stopped at the same time as me. Whew. Trying to breathe and talk. So that was a really expensive resupply. And some of you, I remember saying, well, then maybe you should have just gotten a shuttle to go to the local store or whatever. But clearly, those people don't understand how much added expense that is. So really, if you would have thought about how much you would have to pay for a shuttle into town
And then back.
and then the just logistics of that and all that, you might as well just have resupplied there. The move would have been, those of you thinking of doing this, send a box to Fontana. There's that post office right there next to the lodge. So that's the move. And then eating, right? I mean, we had to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day that we were there. And we were there for the full 2 zeros plus I think 1 meal or so, maybe the day that we got there, that we zeroed in there after having our clothes wet out from the freezing rain. Yeah, so there's that. And you don't really know when those types of weather events are going to occur. And unfortunately for us, they occurred at a very expensive part of the trail. So yeah, again, I don't know how much we've spent. It's definitely more than I thought. Everything is expensive. Food, like resupply groceries, food. Every time we eat out. Well, that's the resupply versus like restaurants. Yeah, it's expensive. So budget more than you think you need. I would say double it. Because, hi, how you doing? Yeah, we're doing good. We're just doing a say hello to YouTube.
How we doing?
Good. Just doing a Q&A as we're walking up this mountain. All right, ready?
That's not the easiest.
But yes, sorry. Budget more than you think that you need. I would say by at least double, if not 2.5 times. Because trust me when I say, whether it's your hiker hunger setting in or you're just hungry, you are not going to want to.
You'll be eating. You'll be eating for 2 people, if not 3.
Yeah.
Depending on your weight.
Yeah, and you know, I didn't really factor in that little bear would be eating like a grown man. Which I'm so glad for and so thankful, because that's why she's been able to keep her weight up and be healthy and strong. But I didn't take that into account really, because she doesn't really eat like that at home. But yeah, you're not going to want to go into town and then smell that restaurant or that food and be like, oh, I can't afford it. I need to go grab ramen from, you know, the Food Lion or whatever, Food City. You can do that, but trust me when I say it's hard enough out here that you really are going to want some of the comforts that you can get when you get into town. So yeah, again, I don't know how much we've spent. It's more than I thought we would, but I would say be careful not to let your finances dictate the enjoyment of your hike, because going to hostels, going into town is really a big part of this experience. And especially a lot of times you're going to go with your friends that you make, and you don't want to be that one left out because you just, you can't afford it. So I'm sure, and I've heard and I've read about people that have done it for a lot cheaper. They don't hardly ever go to hotels or hostels. But I really think that, depending on what you're out here for, you're kind of missing a big part of what it's like to be out here. Another question was about rain jackets and how they're holding up, basically. And if you guys remember, we got Little Bear a new one. Well, after hers wetted out and she wore mine that day into Fontana, she decided she wanted that one. So that one is an Outdoor Research Helium. It is super lightweight and she loves it. We have not had any issue with it wetting out. So yeah, I guess I recommend that one because there's been no issues. And because I gave her mine, that one's pretty expensive. That's like between $125 and $150. So when I needed to get a new one, so I gave her mine, I didn't really want to spend that much again. And so when we were at the Outfitters in Damascus, maybe? No, I have no idea where we were. We were somewhere. I bought a Marmot, and that was right at $100. Just so expensive, I know. And it is heavier, which is why it's cheaper than the Outdoor Research Helium. And that's been great. No issues with that one either. And we're happy with it. So I guess really we recommend both. It's another neat section with the boulders. They're so large. They're larger than life, it feels like. Couple more questions were hostels. Which ones, because we've stayed at a number of them now, how do they compare? That's a really long-winded answer, and I'd have to actually sit down and probably make a list out for you guys. But I will say, every hostel that we have stayed at, we've liked something or a lot about. There's definitely different hostels that we prefer, but that's just our own personal preferences. I guess one of the first preferences is always close proximity to the trail. It's my favorite when we can literally just walk to it, because then you're not having to worry about arranging a ride or timing. You can kind of just take your time and get there whenever you get there. But if it is farther away, I really do like when you can get a ride there. I know some people are like, well, you're already walking all these miles. What's the big deal if you have to walk another 0.3, 0.5, 0.75 like we've had to? Well, you answered your own question. We're already walking all these miles. And those blue blazes into the hostels or water sources or shelters or wherever, they don't count. And they add up quickly when your body starts keeping the score. So yeah, I like it when it's in close proximity to the trail. I really love it when we're able to do a resupply there, or likewise when they offer a shuttle to the grocery store or to a restaurant. Obviously the basics like cleanliness, that goes without saying, of course. Oh wow, look at that. It's huge. We prefer when they have the option of a private room. Sometimes we've chosen to stay in the bunks. Just sometimes, I don't know, to save money often, or like if we know someone that's staying there and we kind of know the people, and that's fun, that's cool. But as y'all have heard the last few times, snorers can keep you awake. Oh, and yes, everybody's commented, get earplugs. I have them. She has them. But my name is Mama Bear for a reason, and that actually suits me just as much off of this trail as it does on. Jeez. Is that literally straight up? Whoa. All right. I don't know. I might have to put this video on pause. So I never sleep with both earplugs in when we are in either a communal space or in our tent, because I need to, oh my God. Whew. Hold up. I might need two hands for this part. Yep. Needed both hands for that one. That was a climb, literal climb. So yeah, I do have earplugs, and I don't know. I just don't wear them because sleep is important, but protecting Little Bear is never secondary for me. Little Bear wants you guys to see this because it's cool. But it's freshly broken tree, and then the tree sap. Yeah, you can kind of see it glistening in the sun.
Oh.
That's neat.
Don't touch tree sap.
Oh,
You
that's...
won't get it off for a really long while.
Ask us how we know. on accident. I've bumped into it a couple times. Yeah. Lessons, huh? Learned out here. So, Little Bear, has there been anything, the question was to us, has there been anything that has happened on trail or we've experienced on trail that has scared you enough to make you be like, I'm not sure if I want to do this, or this isn't a good idea, or just too scary that you questioned everything?
No? I don't think so. One second, I'm going back to Georgia. I got to be next year. No? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I said the only thing that was like actually scary for longer than just a second, like with our bear cub encounter yesterday, but was this severe storm that we camped through the other night. But then, I mean, yeah, I wasn't either. So I guess the short answer is no. But yeah, there are some things that you come across that are a little uncomfortable or disconcerting or make you think like, whoo, shoot. But I mean, it's a fleeting thought. But I don't think I've had a thought yet where I was like, this is a terrible idea. Or what was I thinking? This is too dangerous. Yeah, so here's that lake that we showed you guys yesterday. Now we're just kind of right on top of it. Right in front of it.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I don't know what river that is. It's very pretty though.
Yeah. Geez, it looks way bigger now.
It does, yeah.
It was tiny.
What a perfect day. Or you can even still see the moon a little bit.
Oh, yes.
See it?
Yeah.
Such a perfect day. We are so incredibly blessed to have had the best hiking weather for the Virginia Triple Crown.
Yeah.
Gosh, we've seen so many people's videos where they were socked in, or it was pouring raining, or it just wasn't nice weather. But we had views for days, and I'm so thankful. I was just thinking, imagine when something up there breaks, or has to be replaced or maintained. Huh. Who's got to climb up there? Couldn't be me. So glad that we're all designed with our own special gifts and talents. Because doing that as a job would not be something I would ever be interested in. But thank you to those who do maintain. What? Yeah. It's electricity. I wonder if they can hear it. Can y'all? Well, I was going to ask if it's real time, like it's live. Can y'all hear that sound? I think we're less than 2 miles from Daleville. Yeah, I haven't checked, but I mean, I can see it, and it just feels about that. Nice. Welcome to Daleville. How nice. Oh, that's super cool. What a nice welcome. Hey guys. Hey. What a great surprise. Oh, and a doggy. Aww. Aww. There's the general.
Again?
We got a nice ride across that 4-lane highway, which was nice, so we didn't have to cross it too many times. And we're gonna get cleaned up, and then we'll see you back for dinner.
Yep.
Like the plan?
That's good.
Here's our room at the Super 8. Oh, Boy, is this going to be a glorious couple of days of rest.
I'm not taking a 0 and 8 days?
Yeah, we just hiked for 7
days.
days straight. Oh, this is wonderful. I recommend Daleville Super 8. Where's the light? There it is. So nice, so wonderful. We're wearing our jammies to breakfast, but we did get to dinner. But we did get to blow dry our hair, which is kind of nice because we're at a hotel who has
We're fancy now.
yeah, blow dryer. So we're on our way to have dinner with the general. Not sure where we're gonna go, but we don't care because we're so excited and just ready to eat.
Kind of hoping the Japanese place.
Me too.
Really good.
That's my vote. So we're getting some snacks for tonight. We just had a big, huge, delicious Japanese meal, and now we're gonna get 4 sushi rolls. You did. Now we've got some popcorn for movie night, and we're gonna get some ice cream and some protein shakes. Oh, and we thought this was really cool in Kroger. This is gonna be fun because we are still hungry. What kind of ice cream are you gonna get? What will Little Bear choose?
Hello and welcome to the closing of day 75, and this is take like 15.
Yeah, we kept messing up which day it was, and I was trying to explain something that was coming off way wrong, and Little Bear was like, no, that's not sounding like you mean, and so I'll just, Anyways,
Yeah.
So today was a great day, I thought, from the very beginning of, waking up. We slept well. It was a pretty cruisy trail today. What else? The weather was really, really great.
Yeah.
Again, we had such wonderful weather.
I'm kind of hoping the weather isn't as good tomorrow, just so our 0 makes sense. Or not 0 on like a perfect sunny day. But
Yeah.
I'll have to wait and see.
I actually haven't even looked at the weather forecast yet because, I don't really care, right? Because we're going to be right here.
Yeah.
So what do you think was your highlight of the day? Or I know that you probably had a couple, but what was a couple highlights?
I would say, I guess I got 3, so. Overall today, and then we have a really good friend of ours who we saw her dad and her sister doing trail magic, and she didn't know that they were there, so it's kind of like a surprise thing. So we didn't get to see their reaction because they're still like 9.5 miles behind us.
Yeah.
But it was really nice knowing that that was going to be her highlight of the
Yeah,
day.
that was super cool. So basically there was a sign on the trail that said, keep going, trail magic. And it was right pretty much close to the trailhead that we were ending on today. And once we got there, it was really good. It was salad and fruit and chips and drinks. And then we got to talking to them, and it ended up being her dad and her sister that were surprising her. So she was going to walk down trail and be like, oh, wonderful trail magic. And then, oh my gosh, it's my family.
Yeah.
So we wish we could have seen the reaction beam. We hope that was an amazing, beautiful surprise for you. But I just really wish we would have been there at the right timing to watch that. But thank you again to your family for that wonderful trail magic. So
it was great.
You had one more highlight, I think. Overall, that trail magic, and then you said there's one more.
Getting to the hotel and then having, was it lunch or dinner with the general?
Dinner
with the general. And I had 4 plates of sushi.
For real.
It was great. I had 2 California rolls and then 2 salmon rolls.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Oh my gosh. I'm just going to straight up say my absolute highlight of the day was our Japanese food, and I had steak and scallops and a whole dragon roll. The sushi was so good. It's the first time we've had sushi and Japanese food since we've been on trail, so for 75 days.
Yeah,
and
been a while.
That's something we eat a lot at home, so that was a really long time to not have that. So it was so good, of course, to see the general, and he's, being so gracious and kind. He's getting off trail because he unfortunately did take a fall. He's okay, but his back is just bothering him and too sore to really continue. And he was planning to go home anyways, that was kind of in the plans.
Yeah.
But he's been gracious and kind to shuttle us around today and tomorrow when we need to do resupply. But so that was a highlight too. But that food was ridiculous.
It was so good. What is it called?
The Japanese restaurant. The name?
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's the only one right by the Daleville
Yeah.
Super 8. So yeah, you can't miss it. Maybe we'll have to look at it again tomorrow. It starts with an I. But anyways, do you have any
Ipichi?
challenge? I don't know. Challenge? No. What's it called? Character builders.
There you go. No, I don't think so. Yeah, no.
I didn't have a single one. I love being at this hotel. It is so refreshing to be at a hotel.
Yeah, we've been at hostels or even motels.
Yeah, this hotel is very nice.
It is very nice.
Very
and they
clean.
serve breakfast in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about getting some sushi in the morning.
Yeah, I would.
Maybe.
I'd be happy to get sushi again at least once before we leave.
Yeah.
Because we are zeroing here tomorrow. So, yeah, I think today's Nero, it was 9.4 miles, which I just have to say, technically speaking, a Nero is defined as nearly no miles that you walk for the day. So typically people are defining Neros as like 2, 3, maybe 4 miles. But we're calling this a Nero because we're averaging anywhere between 13 and 15 miles now.
We've upgraded from 10s and 12s.
Yeah, so it is kind of a Nero for us, but really it isn't a Nero. It's still almost 10 miles on the trail. But I just think it's interesting. Our mindset has changed so much because we're just...
trekking our way to Maine.
Yeah, and we're feeling great. Yeah, we'll just kind of relax and enjoy our time on our zero tomorrow.
On our zero, and I am going to play my game because I haven't played that in like a week.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't had a whole lot of signal, on trail. Oh, I'll also be editing videos because I'm like 7 days behind right now, at least. Maybe.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, well, they don't know because there's not going to be a lag. Because I already have one scheduled, so there's no lag for you guys. But I haven't had signal, and it's just been hard to kind of edit on trail. So be getting that done too. So that'll be really exciting.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
I already added an Ellie, but it was like a little magic trick. But here she is again, Ellie Cameo. She's been chilling recently. Just in my bag, and then on my pad, on my bag.
So we're also super happy that we get to talk to family as much as we possibly can being at the hotel because the signal's great here. So loving that, talking to them on FaceTime. I even got to talk. Oh, there's another highlight. So I had signal almost the entire last, probably out of 9.4 miles. I think I had 5 bars of 5G or 4 bars of 5G for probably 7 out of the 9.4 miles. And so I FaceTimed Daddy just walking down the trail. So that was really cool and fun. And I love talking to our family as much as we can when we can. So another huge highlight. All right. Love and light to you all. Thank you so much for continuing to support us and to just encourage us down this trail, up this trail, onward onto our journey.
Northbound.
Northbound.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.